Are you looking for a history curriculum and you've heard about all the different options and you just can't find the right one? Well, today I'm going to share with you all of my favorite history choices. Hey guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom and I've been homeschooling since 2012, and on this channel I make videos to help you on your homeschooling journey. So be sure to check out my playlist and all of my videos for more information, and subscribe if you like what you see. If you're looking for a history curriculum, I have a bunch here that I want to share with you guys today. I have used all of these throughout our homeschool career, and I've been homeschooling since 2012 and I have 3 different children. So I have dabbled in the different types of histories for them. Being that every child is different, they've met our needs in different ways. So at the end of this video, I will share with you which one is my favorite and why. As I talk to you about the curriculum, I'm actually going to go through the books themselves and not do it separately so that we are not taking too much time in this video. I want to give you as much information in a short amount of time as possible. I know you guys all have things to do, like purchase history curriculum. So here is our first one. The first curriculum I'm going to show you is this Early American History by Beautiful Feet. This is actually a K through 3 course. However, I'm also using it for my 4th grader and I find that it's perfect for him. So I did not purchase the entire package of books because I don't want to spend $400 on books that I may not read again. So we are getting, I do have this one that is ours that I got somewhere, and then this one we got from the library. So we are going to get all of our books from the library, and if there's any that we can't get from the library, then we will purchase those. So this history is a Charlotte Mason mythology and literature approach to learning about history, which means there's no textbooks and you're reading real books to your kids, such as these two. You're discussing the books and then practicing narration techniques. It does have a detailed lesson plan and 2 different study guides, one for K through 3 and one for K through 4. This is the book that we just got finished reading, Leaf the Lucky. The guides use the 4R method of study that requires reading, reasoning, relating, and recording, in addition to an emphasis on Christian character that flows through almost all of the lessons. It tells you all of the books that you're going to need for the course. That way you can get it in advance. And then it's broken down by lessons. You also have lots of colorful images inside the book. So I'll just briefly scan through this here. In some of the lessons you have Bible verses that relate to what you're reading. There is some opportunity for copy work. Then you're reading the story and you're discussing the book that you're reading. There's also printables that you can get for free for the children to glue into a notebook. Each book, you don't read it all in one day. They're separated by pages, and every set of pages is a different lesson. There's mapping. There's recipes, there's videos that they lead you to online, there's reports, and opportunities for oral presentations. Another option is Gather Around Homeschool's United States Government Mini Unit. Now this is not an entire history course, but it is a mini unit on government. So it does touch on early American history, but goes into detail about how the government was created and how it is run. Now they do also have units on ancient civilizations, inventions, and ideas that you could use in your history study. There's also a unit on each continent if you wanted to do geography, and there's a mini unit on indigenous people. So Gather Around Homeschool is really neat because it's made for you to gather around with the entire family. So you can get the student guides depending on the kids' ages. So here I have an early elementary and a pre-reader. This curriculum is just gorgeous. All of the artwork that is inside of it has a lot of information. It has vocabulary words, And then there's different activities based on the kids' grades. For your pre-readers, they're going to be coloring and doing little activities, and it just gets a little bit more challenging depending on the kids' ages, and this goes all the way up to high school. And then inside the student guide, you have all of the worksheets for your child to do. Next we have the Good and the Beautiful History, which is another beautiful and very well made course. This has 4 years to it: year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. So the Good and the Beautiful History curriculum is a multi-level interactive curriculum that incorporates stories and hands-on activities. There's opportunities for memorization in the beginning of each history lesson. There's lots of suggested books, and each lesson uses a variety of different techniques to teach. They all come with games. I have a card game, I have this little Bill of Rights game, and I have this board game here. They have review questions, audio recordings, projects, crafts. This is an awesome curriculum. It's designed for the family to use together, covering grades 1 through 12, and it's written from a Christian worldview and emphasizes both Christian character and patriotism. Course 1 comes with a big book of stories that is very colorful. This is also Charlotte Mason style. The Good and the Beautiful draws its historical material from more than 40 history books that were written during the late 1800s and early 1900s. While older source material has been used, it has been rewritten somewhat for modern audiences and combined with additional newly written information. The 4-year cycle can be repeated 2 or 3 times to cover all grade levels. Each course is presented in 4 units and covers some world history and some U.S. history each year. Next we have our Star Spangled Story from Notgrass. This is a year-long course study, and it comes with part 1 textbook, part 2 textbook, a student workbook, a rhythms and rhymes book, a timeline, and an answer key. This is for grades 1 through 4, and it reflects a Christian worldview and patriotic attitudes. It has many elements of a unit study, since along with the study of history, it incorporates literature, music, creative writing, geography, and art. At the end of each chapter, you have lesson activities, review questions, and hands-on ideas. This is a literature guide to the books that they suggest that you read, such as Benjamin West and his cat Grimalkin, Tolliver's Secret or Freedom Crossing. These are the answers to the review questions as well. In addition, coloring, drawing, singing, dancing, arts, crafts, games, recipes, and projects reinforce learning and help address children's different learning styles. Comes with a CD, which I misplaced. Here's the student workbook. And part 2 to the textbook. And last but not least, you have Story of the World History by Susan Weisbauer, and it presents a world history through storytelling, and it is a 4-volume series. This is just volume 1. We never got past the first one, only because my kids were so young when we started it, and again, history is a tough subject to teach little ones. and to keep their attention with. So we just didn't do history until year 4, which is this year. If you stay to the end, I'll show you which history we decided to use for year 4. This book shows all of the stories. Volume 1 is Ancient Times, Volume 2 is the Middle Ages, Volume 3 is Early Modern Times, and Volume 4 is the Modern Age. These books are written at increasing levels of difficulty, and they might be read aloud to younger children and read independently by older children. There are activity books for each volume. This is the activity books. The activity books serve as curriculum guides, providing parents with detailed information for creating multi-sensory lessons that can be used across a wide spread of grade levels. For each lesson, there's a compilation of questions, narration exercises, reading lists for both history and literature. There's map work, coloring pages, and activities to accompany each section of the text. And there's some pretty cool projects here, like mummifying a chicken. So I can't really say that I have a favorite because I really love all of these curriculum equally. But the one that fits best for our needs right now is Beautiful Feats Early American History. Because of its living stories, it keeps those kids in early elementary more attentive than any of the other history curriculum. I find that all the other history curriculums went into a lot of detail and lost my kids' attention at the early ages. So my son right now is 9, but he's in 4th grade, and a lot of the history subjects were a little bit over his head for the time, in my opinion. And so going through these history books that talk about specific people or specific time periods in the story format has been perfect for him, and it has also allowed my 1st grader and my kindergartner to participate with him. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see any more videos like this, make sure to leave it in the comments below. Tell me what your favorite history is or which one you're thinking about trying out. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.